Gogeta and Vegito are two of the best displays of power Dragon Ball has to offer, with Vegito picking apart Super Buu like he's nothing, even while he's trying to destroy the literal universe, to Gogeta defeating an enemy that had held all of the underworld captive in just one blow. Going into Dragon Ball Super, you have these two reaching even higher levels of power, both gaining Super Saiyan Blue, and once again dominating the opponents they were put up against, with Vegito even being compared to Beerus in the manga, and all things considered was probably going to wipe out Zamasu, to having Gogeta after entering Super Saiyan Blue not being touched by a full power Broly even once. But if we put these two powerhouse fusions up against each other, who comes out on top in either part of the series? That's exactly what I'm going to answer today. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Dragon Ball matchups like this one. I'll start off briefly explaining the differences between the two fusions. If you don't want to listen to that though, you can skip to the next section using the chapters below. The main difference between these two fusions is time limit and quality of a boost. The Potara earrings are a bit more complicated in their explanation due to retcons and having more detail, so I'll start with those first. For one, since it's Goku and Vegeta fusing, the earrings provide a sort of rival boost, if you want to call it, with Elder Kai saying that it's only because it was Vegeta and Goku fusing that they made it this far. They were two of the best three fighters either in the other world or living world. And what's more, by teaming two rivals together, of course you're going to get the mightiest warrior. Manga translations on this vary, but the most consistent is that this is also a recipe for the strongest. Going even further, the super exciting guide published in 2008 tells us that the Potara is a person times person fusion. The title of the passage is Goku times Vegeta equals Vegito, with the passage itself going on to say, the miraculous merger of the mighty warriors who have refined each other's strength through rivalry, Goku and Vegeta. The power up owing to the merger is not the sum of their two battle powers, but something as amazing as multiplication. Furthermore, the Potara fusion lasts for 1 hour, so long as the given fusion doesn't expend too much power like in the Zamasu fight, where Goku and Vegeta were unfused just before landing the final attack due to too much power being expended. This is not to say the fusion dance isn't a powerful technique in its own right. Even though it has its shortcoming in particular areas, it also has its benefits as opposed to the Potara earrings. For one, the fusion dance doesn't seem to have a power expended limit, as Gogeta goes off on Broly with more power than Vegito had to use in the previous arc versus Zamasu, yet doesn't unfuse. This could be attributed to a percentage-based power usage, meaning that while Vegeta expended more power, it wasn't more relative to his overall amount to make them unfuse. And I guess, just to put numbers on it, if Vegito in the Zamasu arc needs to expend 80% of his ki to unfuse, even though Gogeta spent more power, it was only 40% relative to his overall ki. Obviously those values aren't meant to be taken seriously, but just there to illustrate my point. Other descriptions for the fusion dance seem to imply it as inferior to the Potara. Gogeta himself says Goku and Vegeta's strengths are more than added together but significantly greater. This seems to be consistent with the way the fusion is described in the Super Exciting Guide, which says, two people are combined when they make an embarrassing pose like a play. A warrior with a fighting power of 1 + 1 = 2 or more is born. This to me implies the rival boost can still exist within the fusion dance as well. Since it says 1 + 1 = 2 or more, it implies that the fusion dance can either be additive or greater depending on the people doing it, and we know that Goku and Vegeta get more than just their powers added together from Gogeta himself. Making this even more consistent is the Son Goku Densetsu guide from 2003, where it stated that Gotenks is several times more powerful than Goten or Trunks could become on their own, and they have a little rival situation going on as well, albeit not as much as Goku and Vegeta. The most controversial of all the statements though seems to come from Weekly Shonen Jump, where it stated, Vegito is born from Potara and Gogeta is born from fusion. They are equally matched ultimate trump cards. Depending on how you argue this determines a bit of the future matchup I'm going to cover. So I'll put it like this, there are upwards of 15 different scans and guides that all make it explicitly clear that the Potara earrings are a greater power boost than the fusion dance, and the only one contradicting that is this statement. So you can either A, say that all of them are retconned as this is the most recent release and it says they are equal, or B, say that the correct way to interpret this is not that they are equal in power, but they are equal as trump cards, as in they can both turn the battle in the favor of Goku and Vegeta, but both come with their own set of drawbacks. I myself am a guy that goes with interpretation B just because it is far more consistent with the rest of the series and guidebooks than the first interpretation is. That being said though, we're all done with the explanation of the two fusions and can jump into round 1 of the fight, Vegito from the Buu saga and Gogeta from the Fusion Reborn movie. Off the bat, there's a scan from Weekly Shonen Jump in 1995 that has its own answer to this. The passage is titled Dream Match, Gogeta vs Vegito, who is the strongest in the universe. The passage goes on to say, unifying the spirits of the two strongest rivals and merging them together, Fusion has better balance and is able to draw their power out to the max. Therefore, if it is a short match of 30 minutes or less, then Gogeta should win, while if it's a long battle, then Vegito should win. The passage is fairly straightforward with its answer in saying that within the time limit Gogeta is given to exist, he's likely going to win, but beyond that time limit, obviously Vegito would just beat up Goku and Vegeta. This is just the opinion of Weekly Shonen Jump. We don't have to bow to their authority here or anything, since neither of the original creators of Vegito or Gogeta were involved. I just wanted to mention it in case you want to take their word, but I have my own breakdown for the fight. With that being said though, I want to make it clear that this isn't as straightforward as it's the same Goku and Vegeta fusing using one method that is more powerful so Vegito wins. As Toriyama makes it clear that the movies take place in separate dimensions or timelines, so while each timeline's characters may have gone through similar things, their power levels being equal isn't really fair to say, and especially since when this movie takes place, it messes with the original Dragon Ball timeline. This battle is more like a cross-verse venture than it is as straightforward like I said earlier. With that out of the way, what's the best way to start with comparing these two? Obviously, that would be the feats that they both perform. In terms of speed, it should be pretty obvious that both these characters are far and above the speed of light, with Vegito more directly being able to scale above the Kid Buu feat of destroying a galaxy. There are high and low balls for this, but if you assume it took Kid Buu 1 full hour to destroy this galaxy, it would be over 900 million times the speed of light. If you go with the idea that the speed shown on screen is actually how fast he collapsed the galaxy, which was around a few seconds, he'd be over 667 billion times the speed of light. I will say I personally think it's more likely that Kid Buu is collapsing a galaxy in real time, since as the galaxy is being destroyed you see multiple energy blasts happening at the same time, meaning he was probably hitting those spots in the same time frame, or his attacks were covering that big of a distance. If you think this is the work of what would happen over a few years, then it'd obviously be slower, but I don't feel the need to go over that as I think it's less likely than what we already have. Vegito should obviously scale above this through being stronger than Kid Buu, but if you're one of those guys who thinks Kid Buu is the strongest and stronger than Buuhan, then so be it. But just to say, Kid Buu being stronger than Buuhan doesn't put him in Vegito's tier of power automatically, as Vegito dismantled Buuhan without even trying. But yeah, let's move on to Gogeta. The only real way to scale Gogeta's speed is based on a feat performed by Pikkon in the DBZ anime, where him and Goku traverse essentially the distance of a universe, or maybe even more, very quickly. The exact time frame isn't exactly known here, but it had to be within 7 years for sure, as is how long the time skip is before Goku comes back. But that's an insane highball for the amount of time that is nowhere near generous. The specific calc I saw done by SSJ Ryu has the time at 10 minutes, which I think is too long, but nonetheless, it comes out to around 4.38 quadrillion times faster than the speed of light, which at face value, you'd look at and say, well, Gogeta obviously scales higher than this, so he's faster than Vegito. But if you use the anime here, then Vegito would also scale to this calc, and it's more consistent to scale Vegito to it than it is to scale Gogeta to it, because like I mentioned earlier, the movies take place in different timelines. So to say the Pikkon and Goku from this movie would be capable of the same thing is unfounded, but we have to give Gogeta something for his speed, since in his own movie, there aren't many speed feats, and this is the closest one you can link him to due to Pikkon's involvement. With that, you get their speed being virtually equal since they scale to the same high-end calc, But if you don't want to be generous to Gogeta like I have to for the sake of a video, you could argue Vegito simply speed blitzes him. I'll bring speed back up a bit later as well, so this isn't the end of that. But if we move on to their power or AP, things get a bit more interesting. I'm going to start with Gogeta here, since I started with Vegito for the speed section, and Gogeta's AP scaling is a lot more easy to go over than Vegito's is. According to Jump Anime Library 1, which is another guide, this is what they had to say about the Fusion Reborn movie, or more specifically about Gogeta himself. All thanks to Picon's help, Goku and Vegeta succeeded in becoming the strongest fusion. As hell shakes from the Big Bang level explosion of the two's ki, within the golden aura stands the strongest and unrivaled ultimate fusion warrior. His name is Gogeta. The obvious takeaway here is that Gogeta's ki is Big Bang level, which, I mean, I don't know how much more blatant you can get than this. The Big Bang is literally what makes a universe, so Gogeta should be universal at the bare minimum. Vegito is no slouch when it comes to his AP though, but this is going to once again scale off of Buhan, who Vegito stopped and overpowered while he was using outside space, which is said to cover the living world and wipe out the universe. Vegito overpowered this ability and forced Buhan to stop it, so that should obviously put his power within the same realm as Gogeta's. The only thing that can maybe give Gogeta an edge here is that it's his birth that was already universal, while this is Vegito actually putting some level of effort into putting out this attack from Buhan. But even then, it could be that at Gogeta's birth, his full power was unleashed, so this isn't a solid way to say Gogeta over Vegito. With them having similar levels of AP and speed being similar, if you're generous to Gogeta, the fight can get a little hard to determine. But at their base, if we say the same Goku and Piccon feat of speed apply to both of them, meaning the Goku and Piccon of both universes are capable of doing that speed feat, then Goku in the Potara fusion would obviously get the higher amp since they start at the same level, and Vegito would be faster of the two by an insane degree, and with their power nearly equal, then it's obvious Vegito would win. Even if you were to switch their positions, things wouldn't change, as summoning Vegito against Janemba would have resulted in a Vegito stronger than Gogeta, and summoning Gogeta against Buu would have resulted in a Gogeta weaker than Vegito. Moving into round 2, we're going to do Blue Vegito versus Blue Gogeta. And this round is a lot more simple than the first round, and by extension will obviously be a lot shorter. With DBS having two separate canons, I'm obviously not going to be overlapping information from the two. That being said, since we don't know how strong Gogeta is in the manga, but we do know he appeared, I'm just going to say that in the manga we don't know who would win, but the anime is a bit more clear in terms of who is stronger. Vegito fought Zamasu, and gradually Zamasu starts being able to keep up and eventually even match Vegito to the point where he's surviving final Kamehameha without being blown back. Then in terms of power, you have the Supreme Kai, who is watching that fight, say that Jiren's power is different from any they've ever faced before, and that he's strong, plain and simple, obviously implying that Jiren is stronger than Zamasu, who is around Vegito's level of power. Making this even more consistent, a key visual for the Tournament of Power mentions how it's where the strongest warriors in the history of Dragon Ball are gathering. A dishonest person might try and weasel around this scan by saying that it implies someone like Krillin is stronger than Zamasu, but that's not what the scan is saying. Even if weaker people gather with the strongest people are still gathering. V-Jump also says that Jiren is the strongest enemy in Dragon Ball history, so it's pretty consistent. Now, getting into controversial territory, Broly should be stronger than Jiren, and there are numerous statements for this. Just to name a few: strongest enemy ever invades Earth. Broly displays a new level of power for the series. Broly is the greatest enemy. Broly displayed next level strength according to Toriyama. Broly is history's strongest enemy. Broly is the strongest enemy. The list goes on and on and on with these Broly statements, and like I mentioned earlier, Gogeta beat down Broly, and it was to the point Broly couldn't even land a hit on him. A large portion of the community used to try and say, well, Broly being the strongest enemy doesn't matter because Jiren wasn't an enemy. But not only have I already provided a statement where Jiren is acknowledged as an enemy, here is another one from the title card of DBS. The ultimate enemy approaches Goku. Now let loose the killer spirit bomb. So it's pretty clear at this point that Broly is the stronger of the two enemies and Gogeta is stronger than him. Just to quickly recap the way that scaling went, Gogeta is stronger than Broly, who's stronger than Jiren, who is stronger than Zamasu, who is equal or comparable to Blue Vegito. So Blue Gogeta is stronger than Blue Vegito. But I say this to say that yet again, if you switch their positions, Vegito in the Broly movie would be stronger than Gogeta was in that same movie, and Gogeta in the Zamasu arc would have been weaker than Vegito in the same arc, because when it comes down to it, regardless of where they are summoned, at that given time, Vegito will always be stronger because the Potara fusion is simply superior to the fusion dance in terms of an M. The only, and I mean only statement that implies otherwise is the one statement from the Dragon Ball Super Broly promo, but even then, that's not too important to the actual fight between them in either of the two variations I picked here, and is only important when determining which of the two fusions will be stronger if summoned at a similar time. In Z, Vegito beats Gogeta, and in Super, Gogeta beats Vegito. It's as simple as that.